Brendan, that wasn't in the master plan. That must be tough to take after a summer's hard work.
Yeah, I thought the first half we actually controlled right up until the goal. Made a bright start, and as you'd expect, you come to West Brom in the first game of the season. It's always going to be a difficult game. But we would have created a couple of chances. Luis Suarez went close with a header, and we looked bright and got a rhythm of the game. And then obviously just before half time, it's just a wonderful strike by Guerra. You know, we defended the corner quite well, had pressure on the ball. It was just a wonderful piece of technique. So we go 1-0 down at half time, and like I said, we then start the second half well. But the sending off and the penalties I thought were very, very harsh, I've got to say. And I'm not one to stand and go on about referees and all of that, but when you see them, it certainly affects the second half for us.
One thing I guess you can say is that at least you've got an awful long time to get things right now. This is only the first day. I mean, there's a big job to do here. You'll only be too aware of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll have more days like this as well along the way. That's the reality of it. But I couldn't ask any more of the players. The players have been brilliant since the first day I walked in here, and today they've given me everything. A couple of harsh decisions went against them, and they never scored when we had some chances. And obviously, West Brom took full advantage of the extra man.
Obviously, you were rightly applauded for the way you stamped your authority on the way Swansea played. Is it your plan to do exactly that here at Liverpool?
Yeah, but it's going to take that wee bit of time. It's going to take time. As I said, the players here are terrific, but we know that. But until we arrive at that position, as I said, there were some real good moments in our game today. I thought some of our creativity at times was excellent, and our passing. But that'll get better. It'll get better with time. Today is one of the ones where everything went against us, really. So we just got to lick our wounds and move on.
And of course, it comes with the territory that when you're Swansea manager, if you get beaten in the Premier League, people might expect you might lose a few along the way. When you're Liverpool manager, of course, the focus, the spotlight is that little bit brighter on you, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think every manager, whether it's Liverpool, Swansea, West Brom, whatever, you lose games, there's always pressure. There's no doubt we're in a phase where we're trying to move forward. But we won't win every game, and today was another period of learning for us. And like I say, we'll move on. We've got to, as I said, we're not happy with the decisions and the result, of course, but we've got to move on.
And moving on might include perhaps more arrivals, more departures. There's still time. That window shuts in a couple of weeks. You'll be asked an awful lot of questions about that before we're finished. Clint Dempsey, can I ask you about the latest on that? That's been a name linked with yourself very heavily.
There's been loads of names linked, but there's nothing to report.
And moving forward, how do you pick everybody up after this? Because it's a bit of a slap in the face, isn't it?
Well, it's very simple. They're a very honest bunch. Things conspired against us today, so we just got to accept that, and we don't like it, and we're not happy with it. But there's a very long way to go. This league, it's very much a marathon, not a sprint, and we're obviously disappointed with the result. Parts of the performance I was pleased with today. Some of our, I thought Joe Allen was outstanding in the middle of the field, and Martin Skirtle, Daniel Agger from behind were excellent. So lots of positives to take from it, but obviously we lost the game, so we just got to lick our wounds and like I say, look to the next game.